is everyone today? Welcome to the XIlyana channel. I'm just gonna do my makeup while I wait for people to come in. I'm switching it up and I'm using my Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink liquid lipstick. I'll save some time, by jizz. Just finish it down here. No, it is a little strange to paint your own lips, but it also feels really good and natural and very familiar. Here we go. Get that? Yeah, get that. All right. Makes my lips pop even more. Isn't that lovely? Hello, everyone. I thought I would pop back on and just say I'm really upset. I'm really upset at the people who said that my hair was nappy. It's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? I mean, yeah, I guess my hair is super messy and I have a beard and I'm not really trying to be manly or feminine. I'm a little bit of both. I'm two-spirit transgender, so yeah, you're gonna get beards and lipstick and just beautiful cheekbones for the gods. And that's what you get, you know. I don't know what to tell you. I tried to comb my hair for like 2 seconds and it just ended up like this. I mean, I did try. So to be fair to the person who said, just brush your hair. Yeah, well, my hair does this when I brush it. When I leave it alone, it's pin straight and perfect. But if I brush my hair, it just becomes this. So maybe I won't take your advice on fashion and beauty and just do my own thing, because it is my channel. And if you don't like looking at transsexual people with lipstick on and full daddy beards, then I don't know what to tell you. I put in the description that this is an 18 and over chat. And I think I have to talk about this because there's some young people who've been sneaking into my chat and then people get super upset. And I don't know what to tell you, except do your parents know that you're smarter than them, that you circumvent the parental controls and you literally lied to YouTube in order to come spend time watching me put on lipstick? Because that's a conversation for your family. Not only the fact that you circumvented the parental controls to watch a transsexual person put on lipstick, but that you did it probably within their own roof. So I don't know what to tell you. Charlie Brown, what the fuck? Onome, you trans or just gay? You see, homosexual people are people who have sex with men. Transsexual people or transgender people, they're not always homosexual. I mean, they might be attracted to men, but they might be attracted to men as a man. They might be attracted to men as a woman. They might be attracted to man as something else. Or they might actually be attracted to woman as a woman. Or they might be attracted to woman as a man or something else. So there's very, very different interpretations of it. And sometimes transgender people are just attractive to other transgender people. As weird as I look, um, I look at anyone who makes music and the outfits that they wear to something like the MTV Music Awards, and none of those people are wearing traditional clothes or traditional gender roles. They're all doing their own thing. And you consider those people celebrities for doing that. But if you do that and you're not a celebrity, I'm not a celebrity. I make music, but I'm not a celebrity. I just have people who come in here and, you know, make comments about me, but I don't consider myself a celebrity. Either way, I don't see the difference. Like, if you saw someone like Lady Gaga without makeup, you would say, Lady Gaga, what are you doing? Put the makeup back on. Please, please put the makeup back on. Because that's all you know. That's all you love. That's all you accept. So when she does a movie where her makeup is less extreme and more demure, you're less forgiving. You're like, no, 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 that's not what we want. We want to see you with the makeup on. It's just the case. You want celebrities to have makeup on at all times, but you're not willing to put makeup on in your daily life. So I thought I'd come on and just ask, what is going on with you? You expect someone like Jennifer Lawrence to put on blue body paint all over her body for 12 to 24 hours at a time, barely get a chance to go piss or eat, but you're not willing to put on makeup. What the fuck? Oname, let's have a conversation. Cisco with 14 views. I identify as a cat. Meow. Pussy goes meow. Pussy, pussy, pussy goes meow. That's one of my songs. I love that song, Pussy Goes Meow. It's a really good one. Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. I am from California. I live in California. Clearly, I live in California because where else can you see a person so liberated and yet so restrained? I say restrained because, oh, I can wear my lipstick, I can wear dresses, I can, you know, wear full leather outfits if I want, but only in my apartment. Because if I try to do that on the street in this neighborhood, it's, no, you're not allowed to. Which is fucking bullshit. Because if I was on stage and I was wearing leather, a leather chastity belt and stockings, you would say, oh my God, that's a musician. Of course they're gonna wear that. Of course it's avant-garde. Of course seeing a man wear panties is acceptable when you're a musician. And I am a musician, I'm just not a celebrity. So I don't get to enjoy that. And because I live in the wrong neighborhood, I live in a Latino ghetto, and these people are so Jesus, Jesus, that, you know, it's just not a good fit for someone who's a transgender, Satanist, paganist, won't take a fist, but maybe a finger. Okay, I don't know. So you were a man before and you changed trans. Okay, so I have endocrine damage from being sexually abused by the United States Air Force. Because the United States Air Force sexually abused me, I have endocrine damage. So I don't produce the amount of testosterone that I would normally if I didn't have PTSD from military sexual trauma. If I didn't have to go to the hospital after being sexually abused by the United States Air Force. You're extremely handsome. Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you. I'm wearing a slightly different color. I am wearing the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink as my lipstick. It's a little bit more bombastic. Too close, it's the wrong color, but far away, like right about this, it's the right one. It really is the right one for my lips. Because my lips look a little bit more turned up because of it, which is why I chose this color. Because this color is just a more vibrant version of my natural lip color. It's not as pink, it's sexy. It's different. Shave your beard, you don't need it. I will shave my beard when the women that I surround myself don't try to crowd me, grab me, or fondle me. Then I can shave my beard. Because, as I said before, what am I supposed to do in a situation where a woman fondles me? Am I supposed to punch her in the face? Because if I did that, I'm in the wrong for escalating it. Because that person was just sexually assaulting me. They weren't physically assaulting me. So, yeah. I'm just going to stay as ugly as fuck and wait until I can get away from women, and then I'll be sexy as fuck when I can be surrounded by men again. Woohoo! We're back. Welcome back, Spruzel Berries. Nice hair. Thank you. I don't know what to do with my hair. I do like a swoosh, like asymmetrical swoosh every single time as my ancestors look over me. Nice hair. Are you a transformer? I don't know. I mean, I'm wearing a slightly different hairstyle and a different lip color than I did an hour or two ago. So I guess there's that. Trying to catch up with the comments. Can I just engage this guy? Everybody keep quiet in the chat. Wow. You tell her no and report her to the police. I called the Los Angeles Long Beach police. They didn't do shit for me. They didn't do shit for me. And every time that I've had to call the police because I've been groped on public transportation, the MTA here has done nothing for me. And the station manager avoided speaking to me because they don't want to admit that there's a problem in LA. They don't want to admit that they hire people to do stuff like this so they can say to you, you know what, stay at home. Don't go out. Why would you go out? You're so pretty. Stay at home. And I'm like, thank you for saying I'm pretty, but sometimes I just want to go outside. Sometimes I just want to go to the beach. Sometimes I just want to shop in a shopping center and pick up melons or something. I don't know why I chose melons. That's so fucking random. But, you know, maybe basmati rice. I Uber Eats. I would go for something. Hot dog. I would try and go for these things, but I have to order them online and have them delivered because I can't ride public transportation without being affected by people. I've noticed women who have a gay guy friend think it's okay to touch and kiss him whenever. Some gay men are weird that way. I say weird because it's when you're in that kind of relationship with a girl, you're not gay. You're just not having sex with them. But deep down, she wants you to. I guess Brody wasn't happy with the gender he was born as. I was very happy as a man. I was very fucking happy as a man. But then I went to the United States Air Force and they sexually abused me while I was injured. They sexually abused me while I was on crutches around that time. And they sent me to the hospital. So after that, I don't have the same testosterone levels as I did before I joined. So that means I can't really work out at the gym. I can't get swole, dude. No, not when you have PTSD. Not when you can't afford the amount of protein that it would need to maybe repair something like that. Not when your own doctor isn't doing blood serum tests to fucking quantify the amount of testosterone they have to give you injections for to put you back on the road to manhood. And yeah, at this point, maybe I should sue the VA for not doing enough to maintain my own masculinity. I told them my pronouns are they, them, and I haven't been vocal enough. I don't think I've been vocal enough about what I want from my healthcare. So thank you for reminding me of that. I will take that into consideration and talk about it. Oname says you like men more than women. It's very different. It's very different, especially with my PTSD. I still have a sexual drive for women. I really do. I just talked about how in the new Jurassic Park Evolution movie, I'm considering what the smell of Scarlett Johansson's armpits are. Like, I'm still attracted to women. It's just, in her case, I don't really consider her like an average woman. Like, she's the like ideal woman in that kind of thing. And I think when it comes to that level of beauty, that level of anything, it can break down some walls, perhaps. And I'm not doing a movie with her, so I can talk about how delicious the smell of her armpits must be as she's running from dinosaurs. I wish that this country wasn't such a fucking mess. Because now I actually want to see the Jurassic Park movie to see how many open, like, armpit, like, close-ups that they're going to fucking sneak into this film. Because this highly athletic woman is going to be running around. She's going to be a little bit scared, a little bit turned on. Because, she's there with a nice, hot black man. And that black man has to be, keep us safe, keep us safe, I bet. So, yeah, I wish I was a regular person because then I would go see that film and support Scarlett Johansson's movie career. But no, nothing against her, but America just hasn't done right by me. It hasn't done right for trans. Did I burp again in your face? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It hasn't done right for transgender people currently. I guess I'm just an unforgiving person. I think that if one transgender person anywhere in America is denied the use of a bathroom, then all of you are going to be deprived of me as a customer. Every single one of you, because everyone should be fighting this. It shouldn't just be transgender people fighting this alone. It should be transgender people and every major corporation. So I'll support from afar. I'll support in my own way. I continue to support my favorite actors and actresses. Do you believe in hell? I live in hell. I live in Los Angeles. Okay? Los Angeles is hell. Los Angeles is the worst city ever. Okay, we're all monkeys. Women are driven by hormones to just slap the bitch next time. I wish it was that simple. I really do wish that it was that simple. But can you imagine going to court and having to say, this woman fondled my genitals and I slapped her because of that? I felt that I was being threatened. I felt like I was going to be raped right there in the bus. I reacted and I slapped her across the face. The judge would probably say, well, did you get up to leave? Did you scream? Yeah, I did. I did scream. Okay. Could you have exited the bus at any time afterwards? Did you call the police right then and there? You see, this kind of cross-examination would just tear me and every single person like me to shreds. And it would just become the big, hairy man slapped a woman by rebuking her advances with his fist, as opposed to disgusting old hag tried to grope a grown person's genitals and that person defended themselves. I would love to think that America was enlightened enough to support victims of sexual assaults, but no, it just makes a good TV show. To follow through with that would be too much. It's too much to ask of America. I'm gonna read Marty D. I'm not mad at what you said, but yeah, Marty D, they didn't do anything because you're a man. You need to record and publicly shame them. I agree with you. I agree with you. I concentrate every single month because I think I'm one of those people who has to wear a body cam. I think I have to wear a body cam because so much LA magic happens that I have to try and record it for my own safety. But I did record the last time a woman was aggressive toward me, and that's on my channel because everyone talks about PTSD, they talk about military sexual trauma, and they say, get over it, get over it, get over it. And I have to explain to them, this is why I can't get over it. This is why every time I step outside, I have to think, I can behave myself, I can ignore people, but some women say, I won't be ignored, XIlyana. And they just grope you, or they lunge at you, or they try and talk to you when you tell them no thank you. So there's that. Onami, that's probably the wrong time to ask someone that, but I'm versatile. As in, I know I have a prostate and I know it feels good when I stick things in it. Not in my prostate. That's ridiculous. When you rub up against it with your penis. Now that lipstick is better than blue. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that comment. You're just lazy, bro. Men fall and rise. It fucks us all in different ways, shape, and form. Men don't stay down. You just make excuses. I don't know what to tell you. Your experience of it is better than mine. I wish that while I was being sexually abused in the military, I could have just turned to Master Sergeant Miranda and laughed in her face and said, what are you really gonna do, you fucking cunt? But no, I had to think that this person outranks me. This person would and did threaten to have the security guards force me to commit a sexual act. And that makes me uncomfortable to even talk about. I don't know why an American would do that to another American. I don't know why someone who joins the military to protect American people, to enjoy a life that could mean something, a life surrounded by brothers and sisters in arms, people who will gladly give their life for you. Why would you sexually abuse someone who does everything to try and support you and in some ways thinks of you as family? I guess I was naive at all times that I thought that the United States Air Force could be honorable. When my mother was dying and, I was broken up about that, I spent my last moments without her. And she was without me. And I spent those with the United States Air Force who chose to sexually abuse me. So if you might have reacted differently. No. I reacted the way that I did. I got sent to the hospital. Captain Apache, that's fucked up, bro. Yeah, It's pretty fucked up to live in an America that does that to you. To have to wake up every day and say, this is the country that does that to people, orders that to happen to people. That's disappointing. I disagree. Men stay down until they can get out of the situation that's holding them down. That's... Stop dressing like Americans. I wear a leather jacket and I wear my native jewelry. So I'm not exactly dressing like an American. And I won't show you what's down there. I won't show you that. But I am wearing a lovely dress because my ancestors were all about free-form clothing. I'm not mad at you, and that's actually funny. Dean Phillips, give your chin a Brazilian and you will look like a fanny. Why? Because, you know, you think about these lips. You think just calling it a fanny makes you ignore the fact that you want pussy lips. You want pussy lips. Let me turn it sideways. There you go. For my fans. You thought the best thing to do is to paint your lips and get a camera and a ring light. Onami said hi. I'm fighting back in my own way. I fight back against everything. I fight it back against pollution in my neighborhood. I fight back against military sexual trauma. The best thing that I can do is talk about my trauma constantly, because it gives strength to other victims of military sexual trauma who come to my channel and they don't say a word because they are so paralyzed with fear, paralyzed with the pain and the shame of what they went through, that they can't even say anything to me. But some of them have thanked me for speaking up about military sexual trauma and just government abuse. Like, just go to a man's bathroom and be a fake girl. Don't overreact about it. Zapata, the shoe. It's not that simple. You see, a transgender person goes into a restaurant, they pay for a meal. The meal went in one hole, it comes out another hole. You buy a glass of wine with your meal. Guess what? That wine doesn't stay in your system, it's coming out. You want to go to the restroom. You just paid for your meal. Fucking use the restroom that you want to use. It's a fucking restroom. It is not a fucking palace. It is not a fucking movie set. It is not anything magical. It's a place to fucking shit and piss. So America just has to grow up on that issue. Wait, you're living in California right now. I am living in California right now. No. When I have my disability benefits, I will move out of California. I don't see a future in a place where I can't be myself. I can't enjoy the life that I want. Like right now with my lipstick on, even this shade of lipstick, if I walked into a Starbucks in Venice Beach, no one is going to fucking say anything. Why? Because they've seen it 10 times. They've seen it 30 times. I'm not the only person who wears fucking lipstick. They're used to it. These fucking hicks that I have to live next to look at my fucking lipstick and it is... Who wants to live next to that? Who? I mean, granted, this is also the one place where my Azteca tribe decided to celebrate New Year so I get to actually see my own people. But for like one day I got to be around my other people, my own people. Because I'm surrounded by these other people who could be my people, but they're so damn white. And I say this as a person with a British accent, but Latinos are the whitest people that you will ever meet. Because everything they do is to try and live a white lifestyle. Like, they know they're brown. They know they're brown. But barely. It's weird. Let me read some of these comments. Dean Phillips, that's rude, but I'm not actually mad at you because I want to talk about it anyway. I look how I look because I'm not really trying. I'm not really trying. And I've gotten that a lot. I mean, you look like Wukong. There's a whole video game about me. I like how these video games come out and they have to say, this is based on, you know, fiction, and any relation to real people, events, or places is purely coincidental. And I said, are you sure about that? Because I'm a person that kind of looks simian and I perform magic daily. I'm actually one of the highest recorded magicians in all of Los Angeles. It's a fact. So I'm not that upset. There's a reason for it. You know, I just have strong mitochondrial DNA and I have polydactylism. I have extra toes because I'm something before Homo sapiens, kind of. Like the genes started activating for that as opposed to whatever people are now. So yeah, I'm more of an animal than I am a person. I'm highly intelligent, which is super weird for someone so primitive. But we always assume what we know about the Neanderthals and the proto-humans. We just don't know. We don't know if the Neanderthals were actually telepathic or telekinetic or precognitive. We just assume they were strong and slow. Makes you think, doesn't it? I'm from Los Angeles. If you don't know about LA, don't speak on us. It's like, okay, I know that LA has been groping me for nigh on 4 years now. I know that LA has been assaulting me, calling me a faggot while they punch and kick me. I know LA. I know that I'm in the wrong town for fucking LA. And America locked me out of my own fucking apartment so that they could bring me to the VA and try and teach me, no. Can you put on a Nike like sweatshirt and like regular colors? Because it looks like you're a fucking rock star and, you know, you're not a rock star. And that just sets people on edge. It's like, that's not my fucking problem, okay? I will wear whatever I fucking feel like. Get me the fuck out of here so I can wear whatever I fucking feel like. Ruth, sorry, I am Russian. Привет. I just whacked my bird. Now am eating a bowl of Weedos, waiting for the applaud. Excited camel hoof. Okay. That's rather specific. There is no way there is no way okay. I'm trying to catch up with the fucking comments. Bro, get therapy. How about bro, just leave America? If America sexually assaults a citizen, you should always have the right to leave. And this is one of the reasons why the United Nations Human Rights Commission is investigating the United States right now, because they are in some way supporting XIlyana and the cause for justice. You're weak, bro. You need my help. Maybe I do. If you want to sign some of the petitions that I have here, like change.org/Save American Heroes, that actually does help. Because I need signatures to protect our veterans. Some of them are affected, like I am, with PTSD and military sexual trauma. Some of them just have tinnitus. Some of them have stage 4 cancer because they were irradiated during their active duty service. And that Department of Veteran Affairs does not care. The Department of Veteran Affairs denied a stage 4 cancer victim their disability benefits. Smooth. Real cool. And that's what your tax money goes to. Your tax money should go to veterans, but the only veterans that it goes to are the veterans that work at the Department of Veteran Affairs. Veterans who are specifically gifted a chance to do something right, but use every opportunity to tell other veterans, no, you don't get your disability benefits. So I think we should change that. Change.org/Save American Heroes is a petition to tax and give that money directly to every veteran. So veterans can have houses, veterans can have food, and veterans can have a choice to make for themselves. It's a very personal choice of how they want to live their lives. Some of us want to leave. Some of us want to stay and fight. Some of us want to just be left alone. Some of us want to get back to school. Some of us want to get the medical help that we need so that we can get back into the world. Do you not understand madness? I don't know, Wanda. Why don't you tell me what madness is? Why won't Marvel just give me a job as a writer? Because clearly I want to write the new Black Panther movie. I have a whole 3-movie arc leading up into the Black Panther movie. You know, I know you have a script for the Black Panther movie, but it's not about the villain that I want in that fucking series. Like, don't invent shit for me. Use the fucking Marvel supervillains that you already have. The good ones, the ones that make sense, the ones that are always in the comic books. Because some people actually read. So yes, I'm very upset at that. I'm very upset that this new Black Panther movie that is coming out, they're using a script, and I don't know if they're going to use my supervillain in it. If they don't use my supervillain in it, then I'm sorry, I cannot get into it at all. But I'm also the person who's not watching the current Fantastic Four. So, shame on me. And I didn't even see Thunderbolts Asterisk. But that's because, yeah, I really want this storyline to happen. I really want this storyline to happen because then that means other things will happen later because now all the pieces are there. And I want it so badly because it is such a fantastic story. And I've always wanted to see it with the fucking CGI and graphics and all my favorite actors and actresses in it. But Marvel is going down this, but I don't know why I keep talking about this. Nobody cares about Marvel films anymore. Oh well. I'm gonna fix my makeup while I look at some of these comments. Oname, I cannot leave my apartment without being triggered. I cannot leave my apartment without screaming at the top of my lungs. I cannot ride a bus without screaming at the top of my lungs, which is why I stopped riding the bus. You're looking for a disability? Are you, not seeing the fact that I am mentally disturbed? Are you not seeing the fact that I'm deeply depressed? Does that not translate to you? It's okay. I'm gonna fix my makeup while you think about what a shitty person you are. Joy, love you so much. So glad I found your channel. Thank you so much, Joy, for coming into the channel. I appreciate you. I always like new people coming in and engaging with me. I don't get to talk to people. The only way that I can really talk to females is through text. Your people, Aztec, would not accept this, your behavior. They were very strong, no sign of weakness. If a woman had gone bizarrely mad as either Master Sergeant Miranda or this woman in Long Beach who grew up my genitals, I would have the right to run my spear through them. I would have my right to challenge her entire family to combat. And if I won, guess what? I'd take them all. That's what my ancestors would do. But then again, my ancestors weren't so sexually frustrated that they had to abuse their own power to get something. Yeah. Just because Master Sergeant Miranda felt threatened by a man, she had to try and emasculate me because she had power. She had rank over me. Rank, which, I'm sorry, makes no sense. You just spent more time being abused. And clearly you didn't learn how to control your own shit, Master Sergeant Miranda. Ruth, I am a 14-year-old. Okay, well, if you can read English whatsoever, you can clearly see that this is an 18 and older child. So, Ruth, good luck to you. Guy, you wouldn't survive 1 week outside America. Actually, I would probably do really well. Why? Because there are places like Germany which want to lick the fucking sweat off my transgender balls. That's right. Germany is all about transgender people. Germany is all about people of color. Germany is all about pop stars. And I sing rather well. I have albums out. I have really cool music. So Germany would be a lovely place for someone like me to go. The Czech Republic, has guys that are willing to have sex with guys at a drop of a fucking hat. So you want to tell me why I want to live in this America, this sexually repressed America, when I could have my asshole licked by Eastern Europeans? Fuck that noise. Slay CDXRX. Thank you, thank you. I guess, yep, Spruzel is absolutely right. Say what you want, don't be hateful. My pronouns are they, them. I say they, them because I invite myself to be myself. If I want to wear fucking lipstick, guess what? I put on lipstick. If I want to spend my entire day doing facials and exfoliating and adding moisture to my beautiful face so that when I look on camera, I look at something that I want to fuck, I guess so. Is that a girly thing to do? Maybe, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's a part of who I am. You crazy, bro? No, I'm just more woke. I'm more woke because I don't wear fucking pants longer than 15 to 20 minutes. I'll spend my time wearing a dress and enjoying the fucking man funk of my sweaty balls that need to be licked. As what do you identify? I identify as a fucking alien. I identify as fucking energy. May I ask what model of refrigerator you best align? That's actually really funny. I'm gonna keep that one in. Mentally challenged. Yeah, it is a mental challenge to try and speak to Americans. That is absolutely correct. You have beautiful eyes. Well, thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate that. I've got a headache now. Please. Tell me when you're ready to really fuck. What the fuck is this guy doing? I don't know. Being sexy on camera? Playing with my fucking terrible hair? I don't know. Whatever. You should try peach. I know. I really do wish I had more makeup, but I can only afford so much. I don't have my full disability benefits. So I look terrible. And I wish that I didn't have such terrible PTSD because I used to fucking go to Sephora and buy good, decent makeup. And then I would be the one person who had decent fucking makeup. This is a real man, guys, please. CDRX. I don't know why I said that way. Whatever. It's just easier. CD whatever. Yeah, real men would wear stuff like this. The Spartans, the Athenians, they wore battle skirts. Battle skirts. They wore robes. You let yourself be fucking colored like animals wearing pants and corsets. You fools. Wear things that you can get your fucking tits out and your sweaty fucking pussy out in the fucking air. Because that's what men want to smell. They don't want to smell your fucking lilacs. They don't want to smell your fucking lavender, your fucking spring meadow. They want to smell your fucking sweaty pussy after you've been on the gym doing squats all day. Wake up, women. Unbelievable. You're so sweet. I know. Are you not proving that she does have power over her? I don't know. Ed, your name makes it sound like you aren't even from the US. When did you go to Germany? When haven't I been in Germany? That's a better question. Nova dialect. I don't know what to tell you. This is an 18 and over chart. If it gives you funny tickles down in your pussy to fucking hear me talk about my life, good luck with that. That's all I gotta say. put on a little hat. I usually do. I usually do. Oh, what are your hobbies? I don't know. I'm huge into video games. I'm a huge gamer. I don't know. I would do Twitch. Like Twitch was like so cool. They were trying their hardest to say, "Hey, Twitch is where people of all the pride spectrum get to play video games and share with people and have fun." I don't know if I fit into that because I am a gamer and I do a lot of fun public games. I just don't know if people would be interested in watching me play video games. I don't know. You never know until you try. Is your dad proud of you? My father would actually be really proud of me. I think he's dead now, but I think he's proud of me wherever he is, alive or not, because I live in my own apartment and I am super healthy. I am the envy of every K9 unit in the state of California. And I'm not happy, but I'm determined not to be sad forever, I guess is the best way to say it. This is not woke, this is clout chasing. I don't know what you mean by that. Hello, handsome. Hello, Jim. Hello. Do tell me what color you're using today. So I am using the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink liquid lipstick. I find that it gives me the coverage I need for lips as large as mine, and it has a bit of a shine factor that you can't really deny because it makes my lips look a little bit more three-dimensional, juicier than they normally are. And I normally put a lip gloss on top of it, but with the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink, I don't feel like I need to. It's complete just the way it is. Kind of like me. Vikings wore makeup. Thank you. Thank you very much. And also, Vikings weren't uptight people. They drank, they fucked, they shared wives at times. Guys were more than willing to, fool around on occasion with other guys. If you're partying all the time, sometimes a hole is a fucking hairy hole, and it is what it is. War paint is war paint. I really should fucking paint my face fully, but I don't know. Maybe if I had more makeup, I would. Because right now I feel like I have to conserve the lipsticks and things that I have because I can't afford to really replace it if I use it all on one particular YouTube video. I can understand doing what you want, but blindly ignoring parts of history seem odd. I don't like the part of history that I'm living in right now, which reminds me a lot of the McCarthy era, where they were pointing fingers at people and saying that they were communists just for disagreeing with them. Transgender people are not your fucking enemy. So get that through your head. I like gay people. I like being myself. Every day is a battle. It's just one in mind more than on the battlefield these days. That's pretty much the case. You're in control of your own mind. You like to think so, but then you move to a place like LA, which does everything to try and get your attention. If it isn't the explosions that go off every day, it's like moving to a movie set, but you're not really in the Transformers movie. You are the Transformer when you're a transgender person. I couldn't resist. It was right there. He's back, boys. Hello, human help. How are you? Welcome to the channel again. Join me again in 10 minutes. Human help, who's gonna buy this shit in OnlyFans? I don't know. Should I do an OnlyFans? I feel like I got a rejection letter from them, but I should probably try it one more time because I can't be too ugly for OnlyFans. It's not true, is it? I hope it's not true. Oh, cool. I'm all current. Hello, Blair. How you been? Cass, real. This ain't real. Vikings don't wear makeup. Sometimes war paint is war paint. Sometimes it's ceremonial. Sometimes it's just style. What is so wrong about expressing yourself fully? Expressing who you are, expressing your mood. Fuck it. I feel angry today, so fuck it. I'm angry. Never be afraid to show how beautiful you are. Never be afraid to express yourself. You don't have to conform to just being a beautiful person. Be a fucking warrior. And sometimes when you were a Viking, when you were a Native American and you spent all your time fighting, your face was horribly scarred. It was disfigured. Maybe you felt ugly. But when you cover yourself in body paint and tattoos, you say to the world, I love myself. I love myself. You don't have to love me. I love me. Welcome back, Mac. I love the purple lip. I thought it was too much for me, so mixed it with black. Always feel good about experimentation with makeup. I needed those words right now. I hope that, I can inspire people because the idea that your face isn't a fucking work of art, that you don't celebrate your face, that you don't paint your face, is something that Western societies like America teach you because they don't want you to feel good about yourself. Because when you start feeling good about yourself, you make different decisions about what you spend your money on. Maybe you don't buy junk food. Maybe you buy vegetables because you love your body. And it's good to love yourself. Thank you. Now, is it as extravagant and well done as my ancestors? No. But does it have to be? I don't have to be as perfect as my ancestors. I can be a mess. CDX, feel free to come back when you're ready. I have a feeling I might see you again sometime. And Kay, the pink really pops out on you. It's a nice color. Thank you. I appreciate that. And speaking of which, I don't know. I kind of want to style myself a little bit better. Okay, so in that case, here we are. There we go. Here we are. Sometimes showing a little bit more forehead is actually really sexy. Hope I can see you later on tonight. Love you. Thank you, Mac. Appreciate all of you. Sometimes being a mess is better than being organized. Kate, I'm so glad that you agree with that statement because I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I love how my ancestors used to do their makeup. They used to have a reason behind it, an intention behind it. And me right now, I'm paying an homage to them and slightly mocking them at the same exact time because I have freedom. I have freedom to learn how to do it properly. I have freedom to make mistakes. The steady hand and the concentration that it takes to have your makeup done that well or tattooed that well, that takes time. I'll learn how to do it properly. And I'll learn to celebrate all of me more often. Because I kind of like being me. I think I'm cool in my own way. So I love my ancestor, but I will keep practicing until I get it right. Kate, I do think about that. I really do, because with everything that's been going on with how America has treated me since I've been in the military and with my military sexual trauma, I think I want to live more of an indigenous life. I don't eat American food anymore. I don't watch American television, and I don't know. I don't feel like I have to Americanize myself to fit into Hollywood. I would love to think that whoever gets to play John Proudstar or even James, they'll do fantastic. But me, I don't know. I might actually have to consider. I might have to consider it. I don't know how I feel. I also like having a plain, boring face sometimes. The idea, okay, I just got used to having piercings. I just got used to it. Like, I'm super late to this. The idea of having tattoos, I don't have any tattoos. I have piercings. It's a commitment. It really is a commitment. But I don't know. I'm looking at this photo of my ancestor, and I might actually consider it because that's who I am. Joy, thank you so much for coming. Please like and subscribe. I would love to have you here in the channel again. Okay, I have a few piercings as well. I don't have tattoos though. I have my septum and my smiley pierced. Yaktanov. Gazbazin Yaktanov. If you would show me some respect here as I'm on my channel, I would appreciate it. Halnit loser. Maybe I am. But you still came to say hi, so there's that. Your teeth are so pretty. I don't mean that in a weird way. It just sounds weird, but you have nice teeth. I have to take care of my teeth more. I eat well, but because of my PTSD, I try not to brush too often. Like, it was just too horrific to have women crowd me. So yeah, I don't brush my teeth that often, which actually keeps my teeth healthier because I'm not brushing off my own enamel. Something that they would teach you if, you know, you wanted to learn those kind of things. Never hurts to do your own research about how to maintain your health. I understand. Well, they look good. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Kay. Always. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. I'm glad that there's so many nice people here. Why LGBT has to be that much spread around the world, Radica? I don't know what to tell you. There's a cocksucker around every corner. And sometimes they're in your family and sometimes they're just in your life. You can't ignore it. You can't change it. It's just, it is what it is. And I don't think you really want to. I think for the most part, every man wants to be in a stable relationship with another man. You want a best friend. You want a fucking alpha to protect you at all times. You want a beta who just listens to you. Whatever your problems are, my girlfriend broke up with me. Who's your male friend who's supposed to sit and listen to you complain about that? You don't consider that a gay relationship when it is. Because when your girlfriend dumps you, when you lose a promotion, or you're just having a crummy day and you feel sad, you want love and respect from a man. Sometimes you want sex from a man, and that's okay if you have those kind of desires in your heart. But don't deny that you want to have a relationship with another man. And the same thing with women. Every woman who swears up and down that she's a heterosexual person, it's like, no, not really. Look, be honest. You go to the bathroom and you piss next to each other. You literally spend all your time on the phone with each other. You're in a lesbian relationship. You just don't have sex. And that's okay. You know, you just accept the fact that somebody loves you. And maybe that's what you should learn and take away from this conversation, is that there's nothing wrong with feeling love and loving someone. Okay, cool. It is like we straights don't have prides because it's normal. So let's say LGBT is normal and stop with prides and everything. Radhika, I agree with you. Pride's Pride Month and Pride Awareness Day is a stupid thing because it's downgrading who we are as people. It's sending the wrong message. It's sending the message to gay, lesbian, transgender, and other that for 1 month you can be yourself, and then after that, we never want to hear from you. We never want to see you that way at all. And I think that's very damaging. I think that's actually very damaging because I think that, no, I don't think, I believe that if you are gay, lesbian, transgender, you should be gay, lesbian, transgender to the max all the time. You shouldn't tone it down for anyone. You shouldn't hide your rainbow flag and hide that you're a sexual person. If you're a lesbian, you're a sexual person. If you introduce yourself and you have to say to people, yeah, I'm a lesbian, then you're clearly stating that you're a sexual person. So, fuck it. Be a lipstick lesbian. Be a fucking leather daddy. Wear assless chaps all the fucking time. If your job doesn't allow it, because I had someone in my comments say, I don't want another man's half a butt cheek coming out his pants during my job. I'm like, that person doesn't want to work at your job. That person who wears the fucking assless chaps doesn't want to work at your job. They want to fucking work in an environment where they can do that all the time. And I think that gay people, lesbian and transgender people never think that they're good enough for the straight world or brave enough to form their own. I'm a two-spirit transgender person. I have my own restaurant. I have my own life. I'm not going to subscribe to a world that casts me aside. So I don't celebrate Pride because I won't be shoved in a box 11 months out of the year. I celebrate my Pride Month forever. Pride forever. What the fuck? You gone mad with the lippy? No. Captain Apache, I'm liberating myself. I'm liberating myself to the idea that I'm gonna wear face paint. I'm going to wear colors on my face in strange geometric patterns that make me look less white American, make me look less conforming because I don't want to conform. I'm an indigenous person and I have to accept that that's what life is for me now. There is no place for me in America. I don't fit into Hollywood. I don't. And I don't fit into middle America and I don't fit into small towns. I belong with my own people. So this is get over your ego, make some mistakes, and get used to putting on face paint. Okay, gay and lesbian, okay, it exists through history, but trans, that's just psycho. You don't know history, Radhika. I'm gonna leave you in the comments because you just don't know history. Transgender people have been in history since the beginning of history. Thor, transgender. Odin, transgender. Read the fucking text. Actually, it was an oral history that was barely written down. But what we know is, in order for Odin to become a god and accept his mantle as the god of gods, he met a woman who was a witch, and he dressed as a woman, lived as a woman, and he gained power. And that is how he became Odin, god of gods. Same thing with Thor and Loki. Loki would transform into the form of a woman every chance that he could fucking get. Every chance he could get is like, I'm gonna get you, Thor. I'm gonna get you with my tits. And that's what Loki does. And it's a parable at the same exact time about the duality of society and the duality of sometimes messages and how you can't trust everybody. And there's a reason why people like the Vikings have that in their stories. It's not shame on you for being transgender. It's maybe pleasure is pleasure, but pleasure comes at a cost. Pleasure has consequences. Vikings were very, very deep people. And I almost feel sad when I have to say, why don't white people remember being white? Like, these are important lessons that you just cast out of your own history because you don't want to learn them. Oh, well. Oh, and Hindu people have transgender people. Japanese people have transgender people. Or, I'm sorry, did you not know what kabuki was? Yeah. You want to remind me about history of trans people? Because I want to do a whole video on it for my channel, the history of transgender people throughout the ages. And now you give me the impetus to maybe get that done. Because people need to be reminded sometimes that transgender was always here and was accepted. It was very accepted. Okay, but question for you. Why do you do that with your face? I don't know. I make silly faces. Also, why be so serious with makeup and paint? Why does everything have to be beautiful to you? Why can't it just be what I feel like inside? Maybe it has nothing to do with you. Maybe it doesn't have to be beautiful to you. Maybe it's just me being myself. That has nothing to do with you. So, I don't know. I will run out of makeup, I guess. But I'm going to stop using full face paint. It's going to look wild. It's going to look weird. But that's who I am. I'm a person who travels the astral plane. I'm not a person who watches television trying to be other people. Oh, well. Old glory. Old glory, if your parents gave you the attention that you deserved, they would have told that doctor, yes, let's have that abortion. Enjoy a 10-minute timeout because I just don't like you. Radhika, but brother, if you just live normal and hard like all of us, you would make it. I don't want to make it. I have told Hollywood fuck you so many times that they don't get the message. But I try every single time. I'm offensive, I'm rude, I'm very racially charged. And yeah, I don't want to fit into Hollywood because Hollywood is an empty thing and so is middle America is an empty thing. The only truth is the truth of your heritage because that's who you really are inside. I like having Clint on my channel because he found his truth and he ran toward it and it made him happy, it made him healthy. I think that you just ask for more attention. What's wrong with attention? Radhika, do you not like to be looked at? Do you not like to have people pay attention to you? Are you not a leader? I am. I spoke earlier about how the United States Air Force was trying to teach me how to be a leader. I rejected them because I just didn't want to lead them. I'll lead my people. I'll lead my people to safety because even though I will hate having to spend my time and some of my resources to end the pollution in this neighborhood, I will find a way to do so because I guess that's who I am. God is trans. Ganesh trans. We were speaking about history, not mythology. So when I mentioned kabuki to you and you had nothing to say in response, and kabuki is one of the easiest things to talk about. And then there is the fact that Viking priests, Gothe, as Clint constantly refers to, those were trans people. They were men who wore robes, wore makeup, dealt with magic, and just felt the energy of the universe without saying, dude, I need to, man up. Because there is wisdom in this. Let this be a lesson to you. Okay, a lesson number one, probably learn how to do your makeup properly. But two, there is freedom and there is power when you stop trying to be so goddamn uptight and pretty for people who you don't even want to be, you don't even like. We used to know that. We used to know that. Somehow we lost it. But I'm going to remind you every chance I get. Look at this. Look how beautiful my ancestor is. I'm a mess, but my ancestor was really, really beautiful. Feral Florida man. What the fuck did I scroll myself into? I don't know. I can't be that strange. I mean, you clicked on me and then you start typing to me. Are you a fan? How big an owl can I buy without needing special permits? Stuart, that's actually a really good question. I like owls. I like owls. What's wrong with you? You look ridiculous. Is there something on my face? Odin is not in my history. It's just mythology. Do you know that for sure? I don't know. Maybe you should meet Odin. See what he has to say. Mythology, my friend, is different from history. Oh, Apache. I wish it was that simple. Because then I could say that those who worship the zombie lord would just be Harry Potter fans. IQ in negative. Radhika, I want to take that as offensive, but I actually agree with you. My IQ might actually be negative because I seem to be absorbing potential and knowledge from everything and everyone, from different cultures even. And I think that makes me more powerful. So I don't take that as offensive. I take that as a compliment. Joe Smith, you are funny. You are funny. You know what I think is funny? You've been staring at my big, beautiful face, and it's going to be there the moment you masturbate. And when you come, you'll say my name. Can you run for president of the USA? I can. I just don't really want to because I don't want to lead a country that I have to tell how to run it better when I could just make my own. When I could just literally take the middle of the country and make it more successful than California as a real estate mogul and a businessman. Take the entire Tornado Alley and make it livable again. Add fertility to the ground, the crops, and the business. Add health. As a Native American doctor with a doctorate in Western medicine. Don't underestimate me. I could run for president. I just don't think that's the best thing for the country. I think the best thing for the country is a secession of state by state from America. California has been dropping out of America year by year. Texas is dropping out of America year by year. Alaska and Hawaii might as well just be different countries. So, are you sure you really want a president? Or are you sure you don't want a better fucking country? Because if I'm president, then I have to do that for the entire country. When I could really just do that for one state, and then you can make the decision of whether or not you would prefer to live a better life. Because I'm offering free electricity, free healthcare of a higher standard, free food of a higher standard, water quality unrivaled. Oh, and by the way, a comprehensive health package that provides everything, including sexual surrogacy, because I believe that an orgasm should always be the most important thing on your mind. So, science will facilitate what America has been lacking. Are you related to Rosie O'Donnell? I believe it's Rosie O'Donnell, not Rosie O'Donnell. You're so weird. Screw the energy of the universe, please don't. Ha 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 ha. Like, that's paganism, brother. Robes, makeup, trying to show that they are different from God so people would believe them. I don't know what to talk to you about then. What do you want to say? Paganism is actually really, really good. Paganism is a fucking orgy and a bacchanal all the fucking time. It is loving your body and body positivity. It is about being physically present in the moment. If that is upsetting to you, I just think you're boring then. If you don't want to dance around naked with hot men and women who are sexually fluid, go play checkers with your grandma. You from Africa, dude? Who the hell is the zombie lord? We're all from Africa. My ancestor was from Africa. My ancestor took a side trip through Asia after living in Africa, but we're all from Africa. Every last one of us, including the weird pale-skinned people who live in the north. Damn, this is funny as hell. It kind of is. Jonathan Sparks, bro, you wouldn't be able to run a business, let alone president. You never know until you try. All I know is that I'm a better engineer and I actually have public health as the forefront of my campaign, not for president. Because, like I said, if you choose to live an American life, good for you. But if you want better health care, you should let a Native American be your doctor. You should let a Native American help you with your crops. You should let a Native American in your fucking bed so you wouldn't have such fucking terrible children, too. You should think on that. Human help, what are you gonna have for supper? I don't know. What you gonna cook me, bitch? Take another time out so you can gaze at my beauty. Gaze at my beauty. You think a butt pirate's favorite letter would be R, but the first love be C. R. Okay, I have to do it correctly then. You think a butt pirate's favorite letter would be R, but their first love be C. That's actually really funny. Muppet, how you been? Welcome to the channel. Ananino, I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, but welcome to the channel. And to answer your question, own it. Fucking own it. Like, I eat more garlic than a normal person should because I'm letting everyone know to get the fuck away from me. I have no interest in toning down my manliness and my masculine energy. And if LA is content upon harassing me every chance they get to smell some funky, funky shit every single chance I get. I will fucking fart, I will belch, and I will fucking breathe in your fucking face until you LA people learn to fuck off. Who's gonna pay for the free everything? I love this. Jonathan, I love you in so many ways. I love you in so many ways because now I get to tell you that the sun is a nuclear explosion in the sky, and when you make a solar panel, that can absorb it. But when XIlyana makes a solar panel, it absorbs even more. And therefore, there would be enough energy to tell people, you have more money now. Oh, and the food is locally grown and it's healthy because the soil I use doesn't have cadmium in it. So you're healthy. Do you still don't want me as your president? You think someone else could do a better job than me when I actually want to make you healthy and want to make you rich? But by all means, choose someone else, but they're not offering you riches and health, are they? They're not offering you sex either. And I would. Not sex with me. You couldn't afford me. But sexual surrogacy in America is not only a business, it's the future. So let me guide you toward a future as opposed to other people who seem to be robbing you of it, robbing you of your freedom, robbing you of your dreams. And I know you have dreams. You may dream of me. But like I said, I'm very expensive, so. I love you. I love you more. Thank you for coming into the channel today. Mama Africa. Everyone is African. Everyone is African, which is why every single tribal music sounds the same, absolutely the same. It's an ancestral memory placed into music. And if someone, I don't know who, would be able to trace the origin of the song, I think it might tell you something. I don't know. I think about these kind of things. I am, oh, by the way, welcome to the channel, Mundala. I am the idea that America made. I am a genuine mutt, or Heinz 57. My father is Native American and my mom white. It was hard growing up too. My father was white, which is why I'm so lovely light-skinned. But he was also indigenous. So my mother was part indigenous. Two indigenous people got together. Boom chicka wow wow. And here I am. I'm certainly not, okay, welcome to the channel, Liz F. I'm certainly not choosing to live an American life. It's been inflicted on many of us. Absolutely advocate for asylum claims by Americans to be taken seriously. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, Liz. You grow up in a country where they teach you the Pledge of Allegiance, and you're pledging yourself as a child to a country that you don't know what that means. You don't know what you're allying yourself with. You think that it's just something that you do, and then it carries through your entire life. This idea that you are indebted to this country, that you belong to this country, that you are property of this country. And that has never been the case. I will say something, and I hope it's just as offensive but lovely as possible. I'm a Canadian. My ancestors did the loop-de-loop, but my Native American, First Nation, Indigenous background traces all the way back to Canada. From Brazil, up through Mexico, up through Texas, all the way through Arizona, and further up to Saskatchewan. I'm Canadian, which is why I feel so close to the nature, close to the environment, close to animals. I speak to animals. I speak to birds. Oh, and it's well documented in LA, so at this point, it's fact. What and how does America owe you money? And by the way, Mandala, thank you so much for the compliments. What do you do when it gets dark? I was hoping you can compound this pussy, but, you know, it's only when it gets real dark. What you doing late at night? What you doing? You want some of this? You want some of this? You can't have it. That's what. You can't have me. That's what happens when you get dark, okay? What and how does America owe you money? So the title of the whole channel, at least all the videos that I've done so far, has been America owes $72 billion to 18 million American veterans. I agree that the numbers should probably be higher. American veterans suffer injuries and they suffer horrible torture and torment, while other American citizens, they live a life without that. They live a life of freedom. While people like me are being raped and sexually abused in the United States military. We want our money for that. We want our money because we can't work. We can't go outside and be regular people. We can't go and enjoy regular things. So yeah, we want our money for that. Change.org/save American Heroes is a petition to do away with that veteran affairs and replace it with a direct payment to every single veteran. So every veteran can have a home. Every veteran can have food on their table. Every veteran can provide for their families. And every veteran can make some really good choices sometimes. Because we need more farmers. We need more farmers because the farmers we do have, they take shortcuts to save money. And you want someone taking a shortcut when it comes to the food that goes in your belly? Because that shortcut that they take with how they grow their food is a shortcut for you to go straight to your doctor and say, I have cancer now, or I'm ill. So this is what happens when you spoil children. I hope so. I hope that when you grow up as a person of color with a father that worked 2 to 3 jobs, would have half the intelligence and education that I do. And also the confidence to speak their mind. What the literal F? You do know that the batteries are very expensive, which raises energy costs because you'll be replacing them every 5 years and they'll hurt the planet worse. That's so cute. That's so cute. Proprietary knowledge, but I'm going a batteryless route with how I'm designing the energy grid for my new city, which I will call Metropolis, because DC for life. Leftist loony. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know what to tell you, because I think it's more crazy to tell a utility company, sure, I'll pay $100 for electricity that I could have gotten for free. My refrigerator's running. There, you got me. I'm using electricity. No, I think I'll just use the sun and have it free forever. And use solar panels in most of my electronics and how I charge them. And then eventually design batteryless versions of every last one of them. But you go ahead spending your money every 6 months on phones that have a 10% battery increase. Like, that means a shit when I compete against it. You go on. You do you. I'm all about you do you. You. Yay. What the fuck, dude? Happy belated Pride Month, Brandon. Cock and ass. And thank goodness for Stars bringing back Spartacus, because that game of having super violent but super horny men in one environment, Crixus. Okay, I'm not supposed to fucking talk about Spartacus this way, but damn, I really enjoyed Spartacus. I enjoy Spartacus. I enjoyed every single actor that was in Spartacus. I thought Lucy Lawless was absolutely flawless, absolutely beautiful, and I don't care. I want her in fucking everything. I don't care if she's the fucking voice of Athena in the new Spartacus. It's not Spartacus without Lucy Lawless. You fit Lucy Lawless back into Spartacus. It is fucking what the people want. That's what up. Canada has some great history, not being sarcastic. That's generally interesting. How about Vietnam and Iraq? That's not how you spell Iraq. And it's not Iraq, it's Iraq. Iran. Need a psychologist. I need to get my doctorate in psychology, because clearly I'm running schools on you. Bro, is you good? I don't know how to respond to that. Is you well? an adverb, and you never learn that. I'm all the way in Albuquerque. Cool. Brandon, I'm suffering. I'm so sorry, brother. I know you're suffering. I'm suffering too. And I'm suffering because America doesn't want to see brown people be successful. They like to have brown people as gangbangers, as basketball stars, football stars, pop stars, little Latina music every now and then. But they don't like to have brown people as inventors, brown people as scientists, as brown people as astronomers and astronauts, because that means that you are somehow better. So they'll do everything, including sexually abuse you. So you end up in fucking Hollywood, or you do everything, like everything, to ignore the fact that you're a genius and you come from a bloodline of geniuses. I'm so sorry, brother. Nobody forced you to join, right? Are you sure about that? Are you sure the United States government didn't hack my computers several times to lead me to military websites? Are you sure the government didn't send military people to be on the trains that I was on so I would see it out of the corner of my eye and feel somewhat, I don't know, envious? Are you sure that the government doesn't have funding to put military imagery into television and media in order to entice people to see themselves in a position of power by joining? Are you sure? It isn't forcing. I mean, you always have choice, don't you? I mean, they could show it to you like 30 times in a row in a commercial. It doesn't mean you'll sign up. Oh, wait a minute. That's how that works. Reddit. That's how it works. Reddit, that you constantly put Army and Navy ads in every post that I look at. Like, I could be looking at hairy asshole forum pics, and then all of a sudden it goes, would you like to join the Army? Would you like to join the Navy? Really? Way to fucking choose the right time. I'm gonna come to the Navy. Thank you. I may be a military trainer for fucking dogs, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking join the Navy now. Come on. Look at this beautiful face. I'm sorry to hear that. Still, thank you for your sacrifice. The vets are so underpaid. It's criminal. It is criminal. It really is. Because it's negligence. It is negligence. It is criminal negligence to sexually abuse, sexually assault, rape, physically injure, and then to tell veterans by not giving them the help they need, just beg for change. Not, you sacrificed everything, let us take care of you till you can take care of yourself. Because some people don't actually want veteran benefits. Some people just want to struggle and overcome it, and they feel like a dun da da da. Whatever. I don't feel that way. I feel that way about solving the energy crisis in America. This oil dependence that you have there, that you love your petroleum more than you love your family. Greetings from Serbia. Pretty vet. What sacrifice? They have the freedom to leave. Do you really have the freedom to leave if you can't afford a plane ticket? I require a plane ticket to Aberdeen, Scotland. It would cost me almost $1,000, if not more, depending upon which day I left. So if anybody would like to donate to my channel, I have a link to my Cash App and my Patreon. If you give me a donation, I will use that money. I promise you I will use that money to fucking leave America. I've already sent a petition to the Scottish Parliament Fucking cannot talk. Okay, so I sent change.org/Scotland New Grid to Scotland because I wanted to improve the network and the energy efficiency because they are more into green energy than America is apparently. So I said I'd like to be a part of that. And also I'd like to emigrate there. And if I was going to find a job there, then it would be an energy consultant. So I sent it to them and they haven't gotten back to me. So I would like any of my fans, any of the people who fucking hate me, send me the funds that I need to buy a plane ticket so I can go apply to be an energy consultant in the United Kingdom. Jesus is Lord. Is this kind of art? I don't know. Maybe art pop, Lady Gaga. Felix, are you gay? You know, it takes a cock in the ass to actually be gay. Otherwise, you're kind of just asexual. I mean, I still wank to fucking guys, but it's not the same as having a cock in the ass. So I don't know if that really makes me gay. Because I don't have sex with dudes. I imagine having sex with dudes. Like, I saw 3 guys having sex on a fucking webcam, and it was so fucking hot. Like, the one guy was on top of the other guy, who also had a vibrator in him, and that was so fucking hot. And then the other guy was super muscular, and he was jerking off, but he wasn't getting any love from the other two. So I think those two were the couple, and the other guy was just the guy that they hired just to be near them while they were having sex on camera. Because apparently they weren't that attractive, but it just looked really good on camera to see a cock and an ass. What was the question? Can I join the city or is it only for LGBTQ? Brandon, I am making the city of Metropolis. And I'm going to offer it to my fucking veterans first. It's a city of free energy, free food, and every luxury that you could possibly think of. Of course, it's going to go to veterans first. And then anybody else who wants it. It's a lovely city that I'm building because there's no pollution, no crime, higher quality medical services, and some of the hottest, fittest people that ever existed because they're all veterans, and veterans rarely get sloppy. For some reason, something about being a veteran means that you're always fit. Even when you think you're depressed, you still get fit. I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. But either way, that's how things are. Spoiling doesn't hurt children. It's emotionally detached parent figures that mess children up. Is it really spoiling a child if you took the child to a planetarium when the child loudly complained that they didn't like baseball? So you wrote a permission slip to take them out of school, to take them to the planetarium instead? Coloring book YouTube. What is wrong with all of you that you can't for a second be happy making mistakes, being less than beautiful, being, I don't know, anything less than perfect? What if you're ugly? Can you just be happy being ugly? Do you have to be pretty all the time? Do you have to be perfect all the time? I'm not a celebrity. I'm a person who draws on their face. Maybe I'll do it more successfully next time. At least I hope so. But if I don't, does it matter? Does it matter to you? I mean, you're still here and you're still talking. So I guess you just got used to it. Maybe you used to be used to this. So maybe this is who you used to be. And maybe you'd be happier if you did this. Maybe you're only ugly because you didn't remember that when you put this on, you're actually very, very attractive. Something to think about. I do support the LGBT, but can a straight guy live in your city? I'm addicted only to the puss. Sorry. Brandon, I'm not even mad at you for fucking saying that. I'm just going to say that I'm building a city that is LGBTQ centric and veteran centric. Between the two little minority groups, this is going to be a city for both of them to learn to fucking get together, learn to fucking support one another. Because right now, this fucking VA is dividing us. This country is dividing us because everybody wants to be pushed into a team of, well, you're a transgender person, so you have to hate straight people, or you're a straight person, so you have to hate transgender people. What does that actually mean? I want to try and reach out to people and have a real conversation, because I had this thought about transgender people in the military. If a transgender person signs up, does all the training and everything, and you put them in finance and say, you are just going to do the payroll, guess what? All those straight cisgender soldiers, airmen, seamen, they're going to get a fucking paycheck. And their paycheck's going to be on time, because transgender people do not suffer lateness. And you're just going to be okay with that. And at a certain point, when you get your check on time and all the stress of that has finally died down, you're just going to learn to fucking sit with them and talk to them and be around them and realize that they're people just like you. And that's the only way to break through, is if we fight for our rights to serve in the military openly. And say, yeah, I'll do this one little thing right now until we can get to the next part. Because the next part is transgender people in every aspect of the military. But why not start in finance? Why not start in something that is crucial to logistics, crucial to keeping things going? My gay awakening was Daddy Kano in the recent Mortal Kombat games. I saw the original Mortal Kombat film, and that idea of an Australian cyborg turned me on so much. The idea that an Australian could be so fucking primal, sensual, and also cybernetic is so fucking sexy. So fucking sexy. It's like the Hemsworth and your vibrator had a baby together. I'm all about that. I'm all about Daddy Kano. Thank you for reminding me. 10 rag, love the style. I love being myself. Brown is greater than black. I don't know, black is pretty great too. I just, unfortunately, I don't fit into that either. I have obvious black heritage, but I don't know. I don't fit into that. I fit more into being Native American and Indigenous. It's all the same thing. It really is all the same thing. I don't really fit into that. I don't know. We're all gay on the inside. Yes, once you pass the second ring in the anal colon, yeah, you're all gay on the inside. You are absolutely right. Katy Perry almost convinced me. Top Gun as well. Oh, playing with the boys. Okay, yeah, that particular scene. is not really that sexy now that you think about it, but for some reason, that was the gay awakening for so many people. Ayanino said hi. Welcome back. Glitchy Rhythm. I've spoken the same exact way for 4 decades, and I don't mind saying that because, you know, Asian forever. But I've spoken the same way for 4 years. 40 years. 40 years. That's a long time to have an accent. A long time. And I've spoken. There's video of me as a young child on ABC where I actually got my start on camera, was actually ABC. They have a record of it. I was on Good Morning America, by the way. And I had a British accent there too. So, yeah. Always had it. Always will. If they want to pay me and pay a dialect coach to teach me how to speak like a New Yorker, to play a Miles Morales or Eddie Brock or something, Venom for Marvel's Venom Lethal Protector, the film that I would be super good at, then sure, I guess I could give it a good college try to learn how to speak American. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to speak the Queen's English because that's all I know. I know other languages, but I just feel so comfortable in English, even though I'm terrible at it. Human Help, I could show you gay pleasure beyond your imagining. It's Saturday night. Let me take you out to the clubs in WeHo. We will make good memories, heal your soul. I didn't know you were in Los Angeles too. That's cool. And I wish I could go to WeHo. It's just that I live on the other side of the county, so I can't be a hoe. And also, I don't really feel that close to gay culture whatsoever. I'm a military veteran, and I don't know, I'm a little too uptight now. It's super weird because I'm too militant to be a pink posse, but also too free-spirited and groovy to be in the military. Or at least hamming it up. I don't know. If you consider this hamming it up, I don't know what to tell you. I have a low budget for props and makeup. If people want to donate to this channel, I will try and, you know, add more dimensions to the cinematography I offer you. But for right now, you get a green screen of my ancestor and you get to look at me put pretty colors on my face. That's all. What the hell is on your face? Hard to not skip you. Hello, today, tomorrow. I don't know. My ancestors used to put face paint on, and I'm terrible at it. But I'm also realizing that I don't have to be my ancestors. I don't have to be perfect. I can make mistakes, and I could maybe learn from them, and then slowly guide myself to the design and the colors that I want. That's all. Ian, stay strong, don't give up. I don't want to give up. I want to fight. And if anything, I have to fight this week because the Department of Veteran Affairs is going to harass me again. Again. Bills cannot be this high, bro. I don't have the funds, sir. This is the US. I will donate, but don't leave the US. I'm sorry. I did not mean to belch in your face. I will donate, but don't leave the US. Explain that one to me. Explain to me why after nearly a decade of being sexually harassed, sexually assaulted, and sexually abused by Americans, I should spend the rest of my life trying to save people who don't really want to be saved. I should spend my life trying to save you from pollution, school shootings, traffic, cancer. How many things am I trying to do to protect America? And I don't get paid for it, by the way. I don't get paid for it. But I should stay. I should stay for what? When my own country says that I'm not allowed to use the bathroom in a restaurant after paying for a meal? No, I'm not hearing a good reason to stay. But like I say, you know, if you do donate, I would like to use that money to go to Aberdeen, Scotland. Do you think people should donate to pay other people's child support? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that the whole problem with money is people don't understand it. They still don't understand it, and they're being fucked over all the time. Luckily, I'm a sexually liberated person, and I can constantly refer to the real world as gay webcams. On a gay webcam, I actually saw two men masturbating next to each other, and I don't know if they were gay. To be honest, I don't. But it was two men who looked at each other and said, well, I'm going to masturbate. And the other guy said, well, I'm going to masturbate too. And then the other guy said, yeah, well, I'm going to masturbate on camera. And that guy said to the first guy, okay, well, I could masturbate next to you on camera, and then we could both be on camera, and then we could make money off of that. And they did. They make a lot of money off of that. And what I'm trying to say is, they found a way to cooperate with each other. They found a way to coexist with each other for a moment. Maybe they're online together for like 2 hours, and then they go back to their own houses, their own girlfriends, whatever. But for an hour or two, they got together, they masturbate, they get paid for it, and they live a life. That's money. That's real money. So you want to talk to me about, do you think people should donate to pay other people's child support? Do you know how much money is really out there? Because there's a lot. I mean, true, sometimes you got to get on a stripper pole in order to do so, but sometimes being on a stripper pole is the best thing that could fucking happen to you. All those teachers who are getting their tongue lashings from parents who say, how dare you have an OnlyFans where you show you having sex with your husband while you teach our kids mathematics? So, at least she's getting laid and paid, you frigid fucking bitch. Mind your business. Let her make her money. And your kid was failing math until she clicked on that video. So now she knows where the real math is. America has been dicking us out of money all the time and then stopping you from getting your dick on and your dick in. Do you think people should donate to other people's child support? Fuck yeah, I do. I think you should have enough money, more than enough money, that you can start saying, you know what? I'm going to donate so someone can get a cup of coffee and can, or I'm going to donate so someone can buy some books in the school store so they can have their textbook in college. That's where your money should be. Pay that person's child support. Laugh my ass off, Juju baby. I wish you were Juju B. Okay, Green Hub said hi. Do you like Peter North? Okay, I know him as Matt Hughes. No. Was it Matt Hughes? Oh my God, I used to know his name. Fuck me. Wait a minute. Danny Hughes, Matt. Well, anyway, I knew him when he was Matt Ramsey, I think his name. I enjoyed Peter North because Peter North, he had a fucking volcano, an absolute volcano. And there's something about 60s porn, 70s, 60s, 80s porn that was just, it was so sensual. It was more sensual. I want to be a liberated person. I have to make a history of porn and just go into just the way that it evolved and changed and how sex has changed because of it. Give us a link to that three-way video you were watching. Sounds hot. Share the wealth from. Do you think I should? You think I should? I've been considering whether or not I should do a separate video on the porn that I watch, because some of the shit that I say while I'm watching porn is nothing more than comedic gold. I wish that I was more confident in order to record some of that and just have a tight camera on my face as I fucking riff off of what I see on these webcam shows, because as much as I enjoy them more than porn, because this is real America, okay? I don't know how else to say it. There is nothing more real than watching a straight man have to ride a dildo to pay his fucking rent. There's nothing more real than watching a meth addict literally like put like anal beads up his ass and him enjoy it, and just watching all these straight men, like, I have to say, it's fucking liberating. It is fucking liberating to watch the straightest of straight men be like, I'll show my ass. I don't know why you want to see it. Or you want to see it? Okay, well, here it is. And you just, it's amazing. It is literally amazing. It's just like, I can't go back to porn after watching straight men act gay for pay. And you know it's gay for pay. You know that they don't think about it, but some of them do, because you actually have a love sense in your fucking ass. And so every time a guy tips you, and it's only guys that tip, because women aren't on this shit. The only women that are on this shit are the fucking performers. So unless another female performer is going to fucking tip you, you're being tipped by a fucking dude, and that tip goes directly into a vibration up your bunghole. Okay? So if that's the case, America's becoming a little less straight. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with America losing its inhibitions and enjoying itself, because those people are living the truth. You're already masturbating. Why don't you fucking make some money off of it? What, you so fucking frigid that you don't want to tell the world that you're fucking masturbating? Fucking put that on camera and get fucking paid for that. I mean, I would, but I was rejected by OnlyFans, so I wasn't pretty enough. Moment of sadness. To be told that OnlyFans wouldn't accept me it's been devastating. And it really has, because I always thought of myself as a freak. I can get nasty if you want me to, but OnlyFans said no. But they wouldn't say I was, because I was ugly. So I'll never know if I could have been a freak nasty bitch on camera from my fans, from my real fans. What do you think? Do you think I should try again? Because, I mean, I am short on money, so should I be a whore on camera for my fans, my real fans? Leave a comment if you think I should be a whore. You're a whore. On camera, on OnlyFans. There was an episode on SpongeBob where Squidward went to one of these socialist cities you're talking about, Aubrey Smith. You can call it socialist if you want. I just consider that a better way to live. Because that's the way that we used to live. Capitalism is new. There are always merchants, but for the most part, it was, you shared everything. You shared lodgings. All this stuff that you're thinking about now of, this is my cell phone, this is my apartment, this is my house, these are my groceries. That has never been who you are inside. And it shouldn't be how we all have to live. Some of us would like to have a supermarket that said, here you go. Take the food, cook a meal. Instead of, okay, well, nobody bought the 10 mackerels that we put on ice in the display. Chuck it in the bin because nobody bought it. There is food rotting in supermarkets that could be on someone's dinner table fresh. Does that sound right to you? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too socialist for you? To take food that no one buys and say, give it to starving people so they don't starve. Is that too socialist for you? Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Sam, I wish I could say hello to your friend, but I am too busy speaking into a fuzzy muff. J Holmes, what the fuck, dude? I like to fuck dudes. Yes, that is correct. How are you gonna do no crime? I leave my bike 2 minutes in Chicago to go in a store and it's gone, never going back to that shithole city. Thank you for sharing that, and I'm sorry about your bicycle. The whole point of crime has always been jealousy. Jealousy. I am jealous of your wife. I am jealous of your house. I am jealous of your car. I am jealous of your clothes. I am jealous of your attention. Jealous, 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 jealous. What if, instead of being jealous, you were just equals, starting out? And where you go from there, you go from there. But what if you had the opportunity? Okay, I can only speak as a fucking adolescent male because that's what I am sometimes. What if you had what you wanted, what you really wanted, and you had an Xbox, a gaming PC, a PlayStation 6, a big screen TV, virtual reality glasses, your food is paid for, your rent is paid for, free electricity, free water. Are you still gonna be that person who has to put on a fucking ski mask and shake grannies down for their nickels? A clue? No. Why? Because your TV gets the fucking Skinamax channel. There are big titty girls on your fucking television any chance you can get. Crime fucking plummets. People want to talk about, yeah, we get more cops on the street. That's what'll solve it. No. No. You get a bunch of fucking porn stars to jerk you off through the ether of the internet. Guess what? You ain't gonna fucking go out. What the fuck you gonna go out for? You gonna fucking rob people? You gonna fucking assault people? You gonna even fucking talk to people when you have that? Because that's what a man really wants. Fuck this nonsense of, well, I'll be rich and you'll be poor. What if we were all rich? You want to call that socialism? I want to call that the new level of capitalism. Because once you're all rich, now you have a level playing field. You can do anything with your money. What if you took the extra money you had and you said, you know that fucking Chicago that was such a fucking shithole city? What if I bought the fucking store where my bicycle was stolen? Think. Everyone wants to buy a fucking cell phone. Nobody wants to buy a fucking business. Think. This city I'm building in is the step toward true wealth for all people. Because guess what? If I stay in America, America's going to be the richest country on the planet forever. Because all you will do is be able to buy up every other country. So maybe that is a reason to fucking stay, but it's not a reason to fucking stay in the fucking ghetto. Get me the fuck out of here. Only universal love. I embrace all of your queerness. We are glad you're on YouTube. Thank you so much, Human Help. This is a grown-ass man, by the way. What about Bob? I don't know what to tell you, Bob. Bob, it's not my uncle. That is what I will say. Mentally ill and crazy as hell, Aubrey Smith. Is it mentally ill to say that fiscally it doesn't add up, that most Americans are below the poverty line, but they wouldn't be below the poverty line if they actually shared some resources or shared some utility, and they actually would have better health if they did so because they would actually see the community instead of being terrified all the time, living in their little prison cells? I'm sorry, you call them homes. You are spatting nonsense. Is it nonsense? Is it? I think it's actually just a forward way of thinking. You know, that thing that you're supposed to do with your brain. Maybe you don't know. I'm sorry, Sam. Sir, is that lipstick? Do you want it to be? Do you want it to be lipstick? Do you want it to be body paint as we touch ourselves, touch our bodies? Because it can be body paint if you want. If you want to explore your sexuality with me. Or it could be lipstick. Do you want to be pretty? Do you want to have lipstick? Do you want to try my lipstick? Do you like the shade of color that I have on my face? Would you like it to be on yours? Do you want to be a pretty girl? You can be a pretty girl if you choose to be. Hero. I don't know what to tell you, Hero. I constantly tell Clint as he comes into my channel to once again remind people of his problems. That is the white nonsense that they use to keep you from saying, no, I disagree. There are some people who legitimately have issues, and then there are people who just see the truth. And the truth is, I want to try something different. I want to try something different. And I think a lot of people do as well, which is why I have people like Brandon say, hey, that city that you're building where men are going to be able to live in affluence, real affluence, I want a part of that. Gay, straight, bi, transgender, whatever. Imagine a world where you have fucking porn throughout your fucking life. You have free food, free electricity, free rent. And any extra money that you have belongs to you to do with whatever you see fit. Win a beautiful place that has no crime. State-of-the-art medical, art, and fitness facilities. And plenty of opportunities to make extra money. If you still want money at that point. But some of you probably wouldn't. But you can consider that mentally ill to want a world like that. But I consider it mentally ill to want to stay in a world where the food gives you cancer and there's nothing worse than having to bury your own child because you sent them to kindergarten in Sandy Hook. So why don't you think about that? Because I'm trying to save your pathetic fucking country from itself. But you want to call me mentally ill, and I have to agree that I have PTSD from military sexual trauma, but I'm just not stupid. I'm not stupid to think that I want my children to grow up in any of this. Where's the episode of Good Morning America? I want to see it. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to go pretty far back, but I've been on television several times. I've been on Good Morning America. I've been on Fox. I'm surprised that I didn't just translate into being an actor. Oh, that's right. I joined the military instead of acting. When they probably should have just said, can we just tell you to go to fucking California where you would make more money pretending to be a person in the military instead of actually being a person in the military? Because then you'd be happy and you'd have sex with super hot LA people instead of, you know, being miserable all the time and kind of cunty. And I would say, sure. That'd be kind of cool too. But now it's neither. I am not a person from Hollywood and never will be because I say filthy things with this dirty mouth. This dirty mouth of mine covered in lipstick. I say filthy things, naughty things. Things that you fantasize about. But I give it voice with my pink lips. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take some time to fix my makeup. You don't mind, do you? I'm just gonna do my makeup in front of you. I have a full beard, but I'm doing my makeup. Do you like how pretty I am? Do you like it? I'm so pretty right now. You can be pretty too. Don't you want to? There we are. Freak. Well, thank you, Grace. Hello, mate. Hello, Messi. Please get help. I'd like to, which is why I called the United Nations Human Rights Commission, and the United Nations is investigating the United States for crimes against humanity, for committing war crimes against its own people by sexually abusing them under military orders. So I am getting help from the United Nations. Don't watch mental illness people just swipe away from their soul unraveling himself. Is that what you think? Is that what you think? As I jiggle for you, is that what you think? Please look away. Oh no. Please. Oh my goodness, it's a man with lipstick on. Look away, people. Oh no, you mustn't look at this. It's wrong. It's so wrong. Oh yes, it's so wrong. Look away. You don't need to see this. You don't. Oh my goodness. Turn away. You mustn't look at this. You mustn't. Your families will not allow you to look upon something so dirty. It's wrong to look upon this. You don't want to put on makeup, or do you? What the fuck am I listening to? I don't know. If you choose to fucking stay here with me, you're a fan. And that's okay. You can be a fan if you want. Just something that I pull out and play with. What the fuck are you? Better. I do have PTSD from military sexual trauma, but if that means that I can forever tell all American women and all American people to fuck off every chance I get, winning. Nothing you're talking about has anything to do with anything else you're on about. May stay off the whatever the fuck it is. JS, how dare you say that to me? You may look upon me as I jiggle, but only for 10 seconds. That's all you're worth. 10 seconds of jiggling. No more. No more jiggling for you. 3, 2, 1. Yes, please post that, please. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put that as a highlight. Cocaine, speed, ecstasy. Okay, are you throwing a party? Are you throwing a party? Because you can't just say those three together without 10 people calling you up and say, dude, I am there. Get married instead. I don't know. I don't know if anybody in Sweden would like to marry me. I do know that that hottie from Iceland should definitely hit me up. I know that you already have a family and you know, your daughter might look at me strangely as I push your wife out of the frame for family photos. But if you want to get this hotness, you can, because I'm all about sucking Icelandic cock. You should. Wolfpack, US Immigration and Customs Enforcement. You actually gave the number to Wolfpack. How dare you? You know what? I'm gonna jiggle for like 10 seconds for you. How dare you call ICE on me? You know I'm a fucking American citizen. Look how fucking American I am. I'm jiggling my fucking tits in your fucking face. How American is that? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but what about porcupines? What about porcupines? Don't be a prick. I didn't notice that he has straight hair and there's a meme about that. I don't know what you mean, Billion. When people say guess what in the middle of a rambling monologue, it's a sure sign that we're about to hear something pathetic. Think. Big smoke. You know what? There's only one thing to say in response to that. Guess what? Jiggle for 10 seconds. I hope you learned your lesson. T. Parsley the third, I'm a veteran and I appreciate you looking out. Somebody has to look out for veterans. I might look a little strange to regular people, but a veteran would know that there's a time to go to war. There's a time to camouflage yourself. There's a time to stand up for your people. And that time is now. But I can't lie, he is the best here, interesting and entertaining. Thank you, Billion. And for that, jiggle for 10 seconds. Do you like how Daddy jiggles? Do you like it? Watch Daddy jiggle, 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 Okay, that's actually on the channel as a bit of a thing. It said free food, free rent, what adult? Matt Morris. That's actually a good thing. It's actually a really good thing. If you had free food, free rent, free high quality food, free high quality rent, if instead of paying rent, you lived in a fucking penthouse level, you would be happy. And if you're not happy, you can go back to America, where you can be unhappy and poor. Okay, sweaty balls. My balls are fucking sweaty right now. I thought this dress had more ventilation, but it really doesn't. Alan Gaydosh, how fucking dare you? An AWI towing and recovery, how fucking dare you? You know what? Guess what? Jiggle for 10 seconds. You may stare upon my tits, but you may not come on them. But you can stare at them. 2 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's all you get. Oh, damn the fucking autocorrect. Oh, Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie. What am I gonna do with you? Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, pow. Whoa, sexy. Where are the nipple tassels? What was it being swung around like a helicopter? You think I should get nipple tassels? I mean, I'm already considering whether or not I want to get full belly dancing gear and be the bearded belly dancer and do that on fucking YouTube instead of constantly trying to talk about veterans' rights when I could just enjoy myself as a fucking belly dancer. Should I get nipple tassels? I mean, I'm not that good at swinging nipple tassels, but I don't know. I think I might have a talent for it and just not know. You need a psychological review? I do have a psychological review, and it's this week with the VA. So they can see how emotionally damaged and psychologically tormented I am after they let that fucking rabbit cunt sexually abuse me and send me to the hospital. So if you don't like this, then guess what? Pay fucking veterans so that they can be out of your fucking view then. Pay the fucking veterans so that they can live in a house by themselves. Because guaranteed, most of us don't resort to this to fucking scream for help. And for that, Eric, because I like your name, slow jiggle for 10 seconds. But no eye contact. I will stare you down, but you must look away. Slow jiggle. 3, 2, 1. Tas, reality check. Perhaps reality is a little different where you are, but in this reality, in the only reality that matters, I am here. And you have come to watch me. You've come to look at me. Stare at my beauty. Stare at my liberation. For is there nothing more free than someone who can jiggle their tits on camera and not cry because you might think they're not beautiful? My tits are lovely. My tits are God. My tits are godly. And you worship them. Just by being here, you worship my tits. And that's okay. It's okay if you feel things for a man who wears lipstick and is pretty. But you can be pretty too. Would you like to try my shade of lipstick? It would look good on you if you tried my lipstick. Here, let me share my lipstick with you. Hold still. There you are. You look so pretty now. Has anyone told you that you look pretty as a girl? Because you do. But you're daddy's little girl. Yes, you are. And this daddy wears a lot of makeup. But sometimes daddy wears the best. Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink Liquid Lipstick. And it looks pretty on me. Try mushrooms. Once again, if you're saying that out loud, you have to tell me where the party is, because LA is lame. And that's all I have to say. I want to thank everyone for joining me for this particular podcast. I look forward to seeing you again.